with the weapon. I don't want to make children cry. It's just too serious. Okay. We're starting over. We are starting over. Okay, children, be prepared. Be prepared. Don't cry. It's gonna be loud and intense. This was just a warm up. I'm gonna. Under professional supervision. Don't, I repeat, don't do this at home. I wish it would have filmed, because I just dropped something and it was so loud and I was so screaming. This was really scary. I thought it's gonna break my feet. So this time it's I'm gonna do this one. I know what you're waiting for. I know what you're waiting for, but this anti-discrimination. If it was defined to behave exactly the way I'm behaving right now, if this was defined, God damn it, more light, whatever. You see, if the exact behavior of this exemplary human being in this exemplary situation, if the exact behavior would be defined with a word, then you would simply right now have that word in your head. Wouldn't that be peaceful? We could call it peace. Intro. With all sorts of situations, and here we are again. Just shared the first one, which is actually, it's the second one. The first one is at www.theisolationarts.com/Ingopedia. There you can find the first video of Ingopedia education. So, whew. Today I call it again sharpening language. Yeah, it's again sharpening language. What did I just do? Exactly. Interesting. If you wouldn't know that I have just farted, I burp. We all know that I burp. But even a fart is defined. A burp and a fart is defined. If you would know that, if you would know this, I can't. I tried to fart. It's just not. I can do a sound effect, which is not a sound effect. It's not. This was original. This was a sound effect. The other one was real. I can do this just like that. It's defined. The farting and the is all defined. Man, who would have thought that education can be that cool? Completely loose and stupid, and it's still actually education. However, there are a lot of things that are not defined, and I can't live with this. Incredible actor I am. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Not asking. Are your eyes closed? Good. Now imagine you're walking down the street. It's evening, it's dark. It's midnight. Ladies and gentlemen, don't do this at home. This is education. You should do this at home. The following is only for the purpose of education and presentation. Do not do this at home. I think we're now good to go. Imagine. Close your eyes. It's dark outside. I got this. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't recommend this for younger viewers. Younger viewers, don't watch this. This could be scary. It could make you cry. We don't want this. Don't watch this part. Watch the other parts. Look in the YouTube timeline. Children, don't watch this part. That's the part you don't watch. The other parts, you can watch this shit. Grown-ups, be prepared. You could also cry. Imagine. Close your eyes.
Close your goddamn eyes! I know you feel like a fish in the society. When nobody cares about you, you're swimming your whole life on open water, and the people on the boats, you're always forced to look up to them on the boats and they smile down but never drag you out. I know you feel like a fish, but you can close your eyes. You can. You can. Go. Do it. Be more than a
Yeah, exactly. It's dark behind your closed eyes. Nothing happened so far. It just doesn't work. Okay. One last. So, close your eyes. Now I got this now. Close your eyes. Seriously, it's gonna. Close your eyes. Focus. You are outside. In the evening, it's actually midnight. It's dark outside. And you're walking down the street, and there is this store. A store that you don't expect to be open at this time, but there's some kind of light, and the door is open. And you walk, you kind of pass slowly, and you try to look inside, and suddenly... Huh? You see how I pulled this off? I wonder. So, from, let's say, 1 million people watching this, let's say 10,000, just 10,000 people create some sudden sound, yeah? Some shocking sound. But all sorts of these sounds and moments, when you capture these, is this always the same? Is every shock the same? Is every sound the same? Do we want it to be the same? Maybe in this situation. So if we change the situation a little bit, let's say that person who has this freak out crazy moment and sees you, and you are some witness of something, and you escape, you run away, you're in some alley, yeah, in some dark alley, and there's a dumpster, and you hide behind the dumpster, and you don't know what is happening. You don't hear if the person saw where you're hiding, and you're sitting now behind the dumpster in this dark alley, and suddenly you hear steps coming inside the alley. But you don't know if it's the person actually. You don't know if this is the psychopath. You don't know if it's the murder. You don't know, but you're actually feeling that this could be the person. It could be the last moments of your life. You feel the fear of dying. I have personally felt this in my life. I was deadly sick, couldn't metabolize food, and I had fear of dying for a long time. In these acute moments, this is like, it's insanity. It's so intense to endure fear of dying, yeah? And so now you're sitting there behind that dumpster with that fear of dying, and you hear the steps coming closer. This was not even planned. I wanted to do it later.
I wanted to do it later. What is it? What's it called? If you would write the scene I've just performed in an unquestionable Oscar-worthy way, which words would you choose to tell your reader what really happened, how I behaved? He suddenly made a sound? If this is a clear description, then why don't you go back to the lowest resolution screens?
So I created this strange sound that was some in a certain frequency. You know, something like this, you maybe think that this is not important to have to define this. But on the other hand, we have all sorts of things defined that we would never thought about, like, okay, that's important, that's important. In some situation, when you're a writer, you want to be able to write what you want to write. The good thing about this is, if I give this a word, these moments that are kind of rarer, yeah? If I give it a word, then it's there. And in moments when it's like not the life and death situation, when it's, for example, some daily life situation where someone suddenly makes this sound, you're standing in a supermarket, in the line of the checkouts, yeah, and suddenly someone makes this sound, and you look at that person like crazy, because you don't know what's happening. You don't know what this person is feeling, you don't know what this person is thinking. All you've heard is this sound. So in these moments, in different moments, it can really help, and it is helping. All sorts of definitions protect from attacking. Yeah? When it's defined, then somebody can process this. I called this sound, yeah? This sound I just made, this was a strange version, was an interrupted version of what I call per scream. The per scream, it's an accidentally shouted out yet interrupted high frequency sound of fear. Yeah, of fear. So if it's an accidentally shouted out yet interrupted high frequency sound of joy, then it's a per joy. And all the children do this constantly. And you were a child, and you did this constantly. I did this. We all per joy. We all per scream. And there are some moments when you're a child, when you're in fear, but also in joy at the same time. So, what's that? Is this a per joy? Is this a per scream? I didn't define it yet, but I still already think about it. And so, if I would write this all down, all the words, and all, then of course we need a word for this as well. Unless we say, we don't need to define it. I mean, unless it's not a threat situation, we can go with the per joy. Yeah. That could be then in the sub-definition of per joy. And yeah, it's for positive and negative emotions. But as I now said, high frequency in the sub-definition of per joy and per scream is high frequency. Why high frequency? Why not middle frequency or low frequency? When it is low frequency or middle frequency, what then? Yeah. Then the per joy and per scream is not fitting anymore. Do we need other words? No. So then I would rather define the per joy and the per scream without a specific frequency, just saying with a sound, yeah. And now get this, like big drums again. This is the big moment. This is the revolution. This is actually a revolutionary moment. I want you to, like, I'm gonna do it again. If you're not ready, prepared for the revolution. symbol so that you can hear sound reading. Revolution.